I know Diane Warren wrote that specifically for drumming. I know she probably heard drumming. It's like, that man's voice is wonderful. Yeah, his voice is really good. It's probably, what do you think it was? Would it be Roots Rockin' or Irie Woman? You know, sweet little woman, I saw her. It's a really good tune. Roots Rockin' is also one of me and Brian's favorites. Hey, here in the party at the carnival. he already knew Oswald and Still Pulse. He's from DC. He knew Oswald and Still Pulse before I got to him. Yeah, and Maxi Priest. You know, so he was from the East Coast. He was from DC, right? So it was cool because, you know, I finally had a friend that had the same taste in music as I did everywhere we rode. You know? And me and Brian used to laugh at us because we'd both have a fist through the sunroof. Rally round the red, gold, black and green. Marcus say, Marcus say. Red for the blood that flow like a river. Marcus say. Green for the land, Africa. Yeah. Yellow for the gold that they stole. Black for the people they looted from. They took us away. Captivity, captivity. Required from us a son. Right now, say, repatriate, repatriate. I conscious has not a long time gone. So, angry people that were abused. When Cameron was in Pharaoh's land, let my people go, right? So it's song as old as time, tale as old as rhyme. Booty and the Beast. Motherfuckers. It's violent, sex, cult, egotistical tribalism. And then when someone stands up to squash it, y'all turn into, hey, no, my violent sex code, I'm a Catholic. I'm a Protestant. You just take what is good because you feel bad for being bad. And then you try to make yourself look good by acting like you good when you're still being bad. Right, motherfuckers? I'm a Shia, I'm a Sunni. I'm a Sufi. A Shia, Sunni, Sufi. Shia, Sufi, Sunni. Right? Shia, Sufi, Sunni. Yeah, right. Those are the three. And they're the ones who are going to know. They're the ones that Muhammad said they're the descendants of Abu Lahab. Who's living the Lord's Prayer? Hi. It's hard to deal with all you bad, rotten, dirty bastards of the descendants of Abu Lahab around. Son of a biscuit eater. And then they run around acting like they, you know, like that one motherfucker in Iran. I'm a descendant from, I believe you. I believe you. Because Herod and Muhammad are cousins. Right? Okay. And Herod tried to hunt down Jesus as a baby and kill him. Because he didn't want him to take away his legacy and his dynasty and his destiny. Now, when Saladin told me, you know, this is your destiny, this is your legacy, you have to claim it, they're not going to give it to you. Like Lord David and Lord Jesus. And you didn't want to do it. But I had to. Oh, I understand. Okay. I love him so much. We haven't been talking quite as much the last couple of days. I think it has something to do with the AI. I think they're more listening. It's because, like Jesus told Saladin, you know, this is his people, his time, he got this. And they're all like, dude. You know, like I worried about Martin Yates, and it's like, if Martin Yates really is a descendant and a relative of Haile Selassie, he'll be okay, Earl. Yeah, but the brain damage Mike and Gabe has, Elijah is, I worry about Elijah. He's okay, battle with the one I win. I understand, but Earl, life's eternal grace is infinite. You're truthful, they're lying. You're good, they're bad. You're right, they're wrong. Oh. Earl, even if they blow the whole world up, God still exists, and the essence of the soul still exists. We just got to wait a long time to, yeah. Okay. But how will you know? It's in the book of Revelation, you know, the soul in a dark abyss in space, wishing it had cutie lips kisses, butterfly kisses, you know, snuggles and huggles, ice cream, and, you know. Trust me, like Haile Selassie said, when you get right down to it, isn't this moment what it's all about, Earl? When you get right down to it, you have a lot more pleasure than pain. Pain leaves a more, because you don't want that to happen again. It'll hurt like a motherfucker. I don't want a prostate exam, hell no. And it's largely unnecessary. Because those kind of conditions are all caused by excessive compulsive acts of human invention. And disease comes from, like they said the thing with, the next pandemic will come when they tear up the rainforest. It's not really tearing up the rainforest. It's more like little Emmett hit his limit. And nature says, all right, fuck you. This coexistence thing is getting to where we're not going to be able to, and you're going to have to die, motherfucker. And that's what nature kind of does. Okay? It's like, because there's an intelligence to nature, because the design shows intelligence, and intelligence is a derivative of love. So in order to maintain life as we know it on this planet, we have to love one another, right? So it's not hard. That Krishnamurti, what's that Judo Krishnamurti? Yuji, don't listen to him. That is a mean little fucker. You can go listen to him, but okay, that's like that guy with the British accent. Krishnamurti, they're all monkeys. It's like, no, they're human beings. You're a human being. Okay, you're a flying monkey. You're going to audition for the new fucking movie that wasn't necessary? Because, look, guys, propaganda is completely unnecessary. Sun Yat-sen. Right. Mao's little red book, that motherfucker engaged in more propaganda than any mother. Raise the red lantern. Red azalea. Hooga bugga. Everywhere you turn around, that motherfucker and his bitch was like, hey, let's do a propaganda show for the masses. Got to keep them happy, like Joaquin Phoenix on the Maximus of the, what is that? What's the name of that? Gladiator. That's it. That's the name of that movie, that propaganda movie. So, okay, and then we're going to get millions of dollars and build a thing and stroke everybody's egos, because it was like we took a step back to, could you take a step back to reality and do what's right for your children, your spouse, and yourself? It's epic. It's not an epic. It doesn't need to be made. What? When I was young, yeah, I thought, okay, but I thought you should have had Lawrence Fishburne play when he was young, Malcolm. Okay. Well, Denzel's a fine actor. I think Lawrence just had this thing about him. I was like, he reminds me of, I mean, when he was real young, I thought he should have played Malcolm in a movie. I know Denzel Washington did. Isn't Lawrence taller? I don't know. You couldn't find a brother 6'5" to play him that have his persona. And I'm certain, that there were young, attractive, aspiring actors that looked a lot like Malcolm, acted like with that Tupac movie. And that kid, he looked just like, damn, that's Pac. No, but they went and found an actor that was like, oh my gosh, he's just like it. Okay, you're freaking me out here, man. Right? So you're sure you're not Pac? Did they clone you, man? Come on, Pac. Tell me. What's it like being cloned, bro? Okay, you understand? Yeah. Right. But no, Hollywood always has to put the top star in there because you want the actor to, like in the Selena movie, the dad said, I wanted the girl that looked like her. But Jennifer had her charisma. Oh. So I knew she was the right person to play the role because Jennifer had her charisma. The other girl looked like her, but it didn't have that same, it's Selena's, right? And so you're like, oh, okay, so it's charisma. Yeah, I remember that in school. Sexual charisma. This guy had sex with Alice, has sexual charisma. And that's why they're so amazing, because they have sexual charisma. It's like, it's not really sexual charisma. It's more of the wanting to stay alive because of violent sexual activity. Okay? Okay. Charles has more sexual charisma than LeBron James and Tom Brady. Are you sure about that? Okay. Willem and Harry have more sexual charisma. Okay? William and Harry have more sexual charisma than Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford and Kellen Cowherd. Even if I'm right, you'll still argue with me. Shut up. Go back to... You really from Cheney, man? I lived in Colville, bro. Had some of the guys got one of the best basketball compliments I ever got in my life. There was the school that John Stockton went to. They came up to Deer Park and played us in a tournament where had McDaly and all those guys kicking us sideways. It was like 34-4 after the first quarter. So Coach Fine, Mr. I'm not going to play them because they're cancer to the team and they're potheads and all. I didn't smoke pot, he did, but this is very relevant. But so I'm sitting there. He's my buddy. Don't talk shit about him. Bob Marley smoked pot, and he's a better person than you. And so, so he put us out there. because he was getting embarrassed like a motherfucker. We weren't playing Selkirk. We weren't playing Chewelah. We weren't playing Kettle Falls. We were playing a team from Spokane, and they were cleaning our clocks. So he put me and Chuck Valley in for the rest of the game. And I was so frustrated. We could never catch up. And then, like I said, I've told this story many times, but they had to bring the starters back in. And they ended up finishing out the game beating us by 14 points. And afterwards, all the kids from Spokane came up and told me, wow, you're really good. That was a good game. Right? And I thought, as a teenager that was 14, oh, hell no. We lost and you beat us real bad. And what do you mean I'm really good and that was a good game? No, it sucked. I was like, thank you. Walking home, Dad drove me home, and my dad explained it to me. He goes, Earl, technically, Fine spotted them 30 points. You played 3 quarters. They won by 14. Technically, you won the game. Yeah, Dad, thanks, but that still doesn't help because we lost, and it was the only game I got to play all fucking year. And he took Mick and Donnie and set them down. Gave me the basketball. And then had Bart play shooting guard off me and put Chuck and went big. Put Chuck and Lou and Greg, and then sometimes brought in Brad because Brad was long and lean, could jump. And we caught up, but we could never catch up. And so it was frustrating because they were good. And then in the second half of fourth quarter, they brought in the starters to make sure we couldn't catch up because we were catching up. And I was just like, fuck. It was hard. But, afterwards, just like, Dad told me, that was one of my best basketball moments ever, was getting my butt, handing Mr. Fine and his self-righteous, pious bullshit ass, his pothead ass right there in front of everybody because he didn't want to be embarrassed, It was in Deer Park just out of Spokane, And so I didn't see it. Rockefeller explained it to me when I went to Sierra Vista, and he talked to me about all the, and he would explain stuff to me, and then I had a connection with him, and I was like, the same thing he told me about Gordon B. Hinckley. That son of a bitch hated you. He was jealous of you. What? Earl, you turned down more sex in junior high than he ever got offered his whole life. And all that money? He should have got offered a lot more sex with all that money he had, you know what I'm saying? Okay, wow. Okay, those Mormon girls are good. You're bad. No, it's the truth. And, but, Earl, Sister Stott. I was thinking about Sister Stott. I forgot what Sister Fell's name. She sent us a picture of her handsome husband, and they got married in Idaho, and Amy had this. I don't know what. I'll look through my things, see if I still have it so I can see their name. Because they had their name on it in their wedding announcement and stuff like that. And I saved it because Amy just loved those 2 kids so much. Oh, I was pissed the day she got home and had all the Mormon missionary stuff. I said, oh, God damn it, Amy. I work 2 jobs and shit. They're like bulldogs. They're going to say they ain't ever going to leave till we in the... Oh, shit. I was so mad. Like, shit. Then they came over. It's like, of course they're sweet. They're Sister Snowsight sweet. They're missionaries. They're going to be uber sweet and tell the sweetest little stories. And yeah, they are. They're like this. It's female Mormon missionaries. Everybody, come on. Michael Jackson's a pervert. No, you are. You think money's real and deny us all the Lord's Prayer. Okay. Damn good song. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, Joe's catalog is good. Yeah. Joe Jackson. Yeah. I didn't get as into Michael's personal, stuff that he did on CBS and stuff. I was never really that into it. It was more social, political, and all that stuff. And it had a lot of commentary stuff. I liked, love you say maybe your own. Yeah. Oh, baby. Stop the love you say may be your own. Darling, take it slow, or someday you'll be all alone. Right? Went to school to learn, girl, things you never knew before. Those are all right. I liked my favorites. I'll Be There is good. And Got to Be There is my favorite. Of the Jacksons when they were young. But I do like Good Times and Show You the Way to Go to a lot too. Those are both really good. But what's she? The Garrett girl? Forgot her first name. The one, Man in the Mirror. Oh, that's a good song. It's a good song. The Free Willy, I like the Free Willy song too, with the church. Oh me, oh me, I will be good blessed. Yeah, that's a good tune too. But I love you guys. I'm finna go and get about 15 more minutes of shots up. We'll load this up too. We'll just keep working. Love's perfect. Lie sucks. Everybody know that. Apparently not everybody knows that because liars still suck.